नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Sri Mahants, Mahants, Tanidars, Kotaris, visitors, viewers, participants of Inner Awakening program, and every one of you with my love and respects. Today I wanted to expand few important truths about listening and completion. Please listen. And through this morning satsang, I also formally inaugurate the 27th Inner Awakening program and 24th Ingenious program. Listening and completion. In Sanskrit, we use the word Shravana for listening. Exactly, the Shravana means please understand, I am giving you the technical definition of Shravana, which will really help you if you can visualize that. When Ganga river moves from one ghat to another ghat, it is called Shravana. Means you be an empty space for the sound to travel through you. Please listen. When Ganga moves from Rishikesh to Haridwar, she is not leaving Rishikesh. She enriches Rishikesh also and moves to Haridwar. Listening, in listening, you are expected to be like that. The words move through you does not mean you are not enriched. You are also enriched, but it goes on enriching everything around you. It goes on enriching everything around you. Right Shravana. Please understand. You will be surprised to know some of the great definitions in Vedic tradition. The definitions of some of the technical terms are just examples. No separate definition is given. Only examples are provided. Dhyana means Tailadhara Patra. That's all is defined. Means when the oil flowing from one vessel to another vessel, when it is poured, that is called dhyana. Same way, Ganga moving from one ghat to another ghat, one place to another place, is called Shravana. Understand? Shravana, listening, is one of the most powerful process to achieve completion. Most powerful process to achieve completion. When no one stands by you, completion can stand by you. When no one listens to you, listening will listen to you. Develop this habit of listening. You having the habit of listening itself will be such powerful friend to yourself. Please understand. You can develop a best friend for yourself through the habit of listening. Your habit of listening can be an amazing friend for you in all your difficult times. You don't need somebody else listening you. Your habit of listening is enough. It can be an amazing friend. Understand, this land where you are sitting, at least for last million years, please understand, million years, when I say I mean, I am talking with my integrity. At least 10 lakh years, this land is the place of knowledge. Human beings were coming here to meet the Adi Guru, who carried the physical body, walking around in this area, living in this area, sharing the knowledge of human consciousness. Please understand. You may ask, how I am so sure? 10 lakh years. The star, constellation of the stars, the astronomical happenings, which could have happened only 10 lakh years before, were precisely recorded, which cannot be recorded unless you are seeing it directly when it is happening. Unless when those stars and constellations are happening, unless you see it, you can't record so precisely. That precisely, the constellations, astronomical events, which cannot be imagined through the astrological calculations, still the modern day astronomers, people who are working with the space, were shocked. The Rig Vedic recordings of the constellations, astronomical happenings, the precise way they are recorded, at least 10 lakh years before, astrological happenings are recorded. And one more important information you need to know, the point zero was always Haridwar. All the recordings match the space between Haridwar and Rishikesh. That was the space from where the observations are done and recorded. Whether some of the unique planet alignments, stars alignments happened 10 lakh years before, were precisely recorded, observed from this zone. So at least for last million years, human beings were coming here to receive the various knowledge about life, various branches of knowledge about life, consciousness, cosmos, universe, individual consciousness, enlightenment, and everything. So please understand, you are in the land where Adi Guru walked and shared the science of living with human beings, and with all my integrity and authenticity, I promise and commit with you, you will listen the same truth with same authenticity in the same voice. Adi Guru, Mahadeva, Shiva has not left anything to be discovered, but he goes on allowing us to enjoy the excitement of rediscovery and reinvention. He lets us rediscover to keep us all excited, to keep us all inspired, engaged, entertained. He happens again and again and again, helping human beings to rediscover your own glorious, superconscious, existential experience by teaching you the science of life, science of consciousness. You are here in the same place and the same space of Mahadeva, Adi Guru, Shiva, to listen to the truths which is being sung, which is in this very air, which fills this very air for last 10 lakh years at least. At least 10 lakh years. I don't want to say 10 lakh years before Adi Guru walked on this land. I can say at least 10 lakh years before, because the constellations recorded by the direct observations in the Rig Veda are at least 10 lakh years before. And I can be sure many shakas, branches which we lost, can have the secrets, recordings which were much earlier also. So I can be sure of only one thing, at least 10 lakh years before these truths have started getting sung in this zone, they are filled in this air, unbroken for last 10 lakh years. Unbroken for last 10 lakh years. Please listen. Even I used to believe we are only 10-15,000 years old from the British historians' stupid theories and theologies. Thanks to one of the great Swami, Prakashanand Saraswati, who opened my eyes, made me understand. If you can, I want all of you to read his book. He has written a beautiful book on the history of Hinduism, which I made as a syllabus for all our sannyasis in the ashram, and I'll strongly recommend all of you to read that book. That book has opened my eyes to logically understand that Rig Veda is at least 10 lakh years old. And I am happy I read his book, and I dedicate my knowledge, this knowledge, at his feet. And I also wanted to tell you all, after reading that whole thing, with my pure consciousness, I scanned it The whole thing was true, and I have also referred the cosmic archives. The information Prakashananda Saraswati is presenting is true. This land was part of the oldest university, Naimisharanya. Naimisharanya means the place where people never sleep. This was the place where Kutakeshas lived. Like Kashi was the place only people who can fly were living. Naimisharanya, only people who conquered the sleep were living. Means that amount of completion they were carrying. Understand, sleep itself is nothing but you trying to escape from your incompletions. Thoughts are nothing but incompletions. If you are having the same thought again and again, you are stuck in an incompletion deeply. So if you are having thoughts regularly, you are having incompletions. If you have thoughts, you need sleep. If you have incompletions, you need escape from incompletions. Sleep is not completion, it's escape from incompletions. It is like a temporary shutting down, saving yourself from the incompletions. When you are in the highest space of completion, complete completion, the perpetual completion, you don't need sleep. Naimisharanya was the space where at least 10 lakh beings who did not need any sleep were living. I can say very honestly, with authenticity, I have seen at least 10 people who have not slept for last 15 years, at least. 10 people. I am trying to get one sadhu in this next 21 days for all of you to have darshan. He is not agreeing to come over here. I said, at least if he accepts to gives darshan, we will all come there. I can say very authentically, he has not slept at least for last 23 years. No sleep. He has mastered his body and mind. I've seen some more sadhus during Kumbh Mela, but this sadhu lives the forest between Haridwar and Rishikesh. Let's see whether he allows us to come and have his darshan. But I wanted you to know these truths. Naimisharanya existed where people who have conquered the sleep lived here, teaching the truth to the whole world. Those days, the whole population, wherever they lived, in the Vedic era, we had 56 settlements, human settlements. All the 56 human settlements came to this place to study, to master. Kashi was a place where teaching was going on. People who mastered here, many of them went to Kashi and started staying there and teaching. But this continued to remain as a main campus of the Vedic University. Please listen. You are in this place, and fortunately in that very space. Listen. Listen. The greatest opportunity to listen those same great truths, unadulterated, undiluted, pure. One advantage is the language you can understand. It's only advantage, the language you can understand. Listen, listen, listen. Just listening can lead you to the space of completion. Just listening can rejuvenate you. Just listening can raise you to that space. Please listen. Especially when you are listening to the space of completion. The words coming from the space of completion, you simply experience completion. Because no other spiritual practice can be done for others. Please listen. For example, japa. Japa means repetition of the spiritual sound. It can be God or Guru's name, or a Bija mantra, or a concept, or Mahavagya. Repetition of any sacred sound is called japa. Japa, you can only do it for yourself. Dhyana, meditation, you can only do it for yourself. Yoga, you can only do it for yourself. Pranayama, you can only do it for yourself. Kriya, you can only do it for yourself. But only completion, you can do it even for others, and you will see the result immediately. If somebody is agitated, incomplete, angry, perturbed, shaken, shivering, frightened, powerless, remember that person and complete. Bring completion in yourself. You will see that person is complete. Immediately the effect of your completion fills that being. Only completion can be done for others too, because the science of completion is rooted in the science of oneness. Science of completion is rooted in the science of oneness. When you are complete, everyone around you can experience completion. Everyone around you can experience completion. And when you listen to somebody who is in the space of completion, simply completion possesses you. It fills you. It overflows in you. It possesses you. That's the right word I'll use. It possesses you. Listen and allow my completion space to possess you, to purify you, to fill you. Allow my space of complete completion, the perpetual completion, to become your space, your inner space. You will see in front of your eyes hundreds of miracles in next 21 days, whether miraculous healings or materialization, teleportation, Kundalini awakening, people levitating, jumping, or your past being predicted clearly, or your future being predicted clearly, whatever, you will see hundreds of miracles. But I tell you, All that, I won't call it as effect of inner awakening. My effect is only one ultimate miracle leading all of you to the space of completion. That is the ultimate miracle. Everything else is side effect. They are not wrong, but they are only side effect. Don't go away with just side effect. Receive the main effect. That is the complete completion, the perpetual completion. Complete completion. Perpetual completion. Complete completion is the greatest gift you can receive in this 21 day just by listening. In the next sessions, I'll be teaching you the science of listening. Now, I just want to introduce the power of listening and the need for listening. And the purpose of the whole program, not to get diverted in the side effects. Enjoy them, nothing wrong. It's really exciting suddenly when something materializes in front of you, out of the blue. Sometimes it may be even in your own hand. And it is really exciting when your body is jumping beyond your control with so much of joy and excitement filling you. All this is great. Enjoy them, but know very clearly the purpose of this whole thing should settle down in you as complete completion. Siddhis are great as long as they inspire you to reach the ultimate. Siddhi means the extraordinary powers. They are great as a signboard showing Haridwar 120 kilometers, Haridwar 60 kilometers, Haridwar 10 kilometers. As a signboard they are great, but the signboards are themselves not Haridwar. So Siddhis should lead you to complete completion. It should lead you to complete completion. Even when your Kundalini is awakened, you should have the right purpose, authenticity, so that your Kundalini can flow in that direction. I have seen many people, when you don't have the right answers for yourself about your life's purpose, what do you want to achieve, your goal, when you have confusions, conflicts, contradictions, and your goal about the life is not clear, very clear to yourself. I have seen, even if I awaken your Kundalini, it goes back to sleep. It feels, I don't want to be living with this confused guy, better let me go back to my place and rest. So understand, even if I awaken your Kundalini, you need to give the purpose for the Kundalini. Only then it continues to be awake, alive, working, functioning. You need to engage your Kundalini Shakti. I always tell people, if you don't practice engineering, you will forget the subject even if you have studied. If you don't practice law, you will forget the subject even if you have done a doctorate in it. If you don't practice medicine, you will forget even if you have mastered it. If you don't practice enriching, you will forget even if you have attended inner awakening. Understand? Practicing is so important to keep the Kundalini Shakti alive. After some time, practicing will become your breath. It is as normal and part of you as breathing. When it becomes as natural as breathing in you, then you are established in the space of perpetual completion or the complete completion. You are in the land of entrance to Mahadeva. This place is called Hardwar. Hara means Shiva. Dwar means entrance. You are in the gate, entrance to Mahadeva, and I am here to keep the gate open for you to enter. You are welcome to enter into the Hardwar and experience Hara, Shiva, Mahadeva. Nirahara Samyama or the Samyama done during the inner awakening awakens your Kundalini Shakti to a peak, and it literally does the cleansing of all your internal organs. Internal organs, your whole blood flow, your nervous system, everything is thoroughly purified by the Samyama, especially done during the inner awakening. Along with the inner awakening, the Samyama, I can guarantee you with all my integrity and responsibility, you will anti-age at least 25 years. See, by the cholesterol, BMI, and your heart rate, blood pressure, diabetes, your age is measured. See, apart from your body's age, the way your body has aged, both are completely different. Sometimes your physical age may be only 25, but you would have abused your body so much, it would have aged to the level of 50. Sometimes your physical age may be 50, but you have properly kept your body so well, your actual aging would have been only 25. So age is different, aging is different. This time we are doing a scientific research to measure the anti-aging effects of inner awakening and the Samyama in this program. We have done this earlier 3 times. And we are conducting the 4th time this research in a developed way to tell the world how the anti-aging happens. If the Samyama is done along with IA, I guarantee at least 25 years of anti-aging will happen. You will be younger at least 25 years. If you do Nirahara Samyama, I can guarantee at least 15 years you will become younger. The anti-aging will happen at least 15 years. You will grow younger. It's a very powerful process of bringing tremendous completion with your body and with your many of your patterns. One of the important component I have added in this inner awakening. See, every inner awakening I add something and make the program better and better. This inner awakening, signs of completion with your lust. This is going to be the very important component I have added. Removing all the powerlessness. I am neither asking you to become a sannyasi celibate, nor asking you to get married, or asking you to womanize. I am not giving any solution. I am neither giving the solution what Osho gave, nor giving the solution what Ramakrishna gave, or giving the solution of Ramana Maharshi gave. I am giving you the unique solution, removing powerlessness from your lust patterns. Then it can lead to celibacy, or it can lead to a married life. It is up to you. But removing all the powerlessness, you will not have any powerlessness related to your lust pattern. That is going to be the unique component I have added in this inner awakening. This is the subject. Everyone does hush hush, hush hush. But unfortunately, even though the society never discusses about it, the hypocrisy and all the sufferings related to it is continue to grow. That is a stark reality. One side, we don't want to see the stark reality. The other side, the problems are continuously happening. Somebody has to bell the cat. I have decided I am going to bell the cat and rat both. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.